Welcome back. You are tuned into Goeiemôre, good morning. From the 15th of August to the 15th of October, we are shining a light on leukemia awareness. So next up, I'm chatting with Palesa Mokomele, the spokesperson for DKMS Africa. That's an organization that registers potential stem cell donors and raises awareness about the different types of blood cancers and the urgent need for diverse donors. Palesa, welcome to Goeiemôre, good morning.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning.
It's an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Can you tell me a bit more about the work that DKMS does?
So we are a nonprofit organization, an international nonprofit organization that operates from 7 different countries across 5 continents. We help patients who are battling blood cancers and blood disorders to find matching stem cell donors. And we do this through education, awareness campaigns, and through partnerships with civil society groups and different communities.
What are some of the biggest challenges that DKMS faces in recruiting new donors?
So I think one of the biggest challenges is a lack of education. You know, so many people don't know what blood cancer is. They don't know what to do when they've been diagnosed. So our role is to assist patients, particularly in families, to find the right kind of help. When it comes to registering people to become donors, that's also another level of mistrust kind of in the process itself. So we spend quite a lot of time educating people on the safety of the process and the fact that they can do something to save someone's life.
Why is donor diversity so critical for DKMS, and what is DKMS doing to ensure that underrepresented ethnicities are also on the registry?
So all over the world, people who are not Caucasian find it extremely difficult to find matching stem cell donors. So this isn't just a South African issue, it's a global issue. And the reason for this is that stem cells are matched with, you are most likely to find a match from someone of your own ethnic group. So the more diverse your ethnicity, the more difficult it is for us to find you a match, because the match almost operates, their body operates pretty much the same way as yours does. So there are proteins that are in the stem cells that the body identifies, and these proteins have to match. And this is why diversity is such a critical part in the work that we do.
That's absolutely fascinating. Palesa, what initiatives does DKMS have in place to create awareness around the stem cell registration, donor registration, and to educate the wider public about how important this is?
So, we've had to adapt such diverse ways of engaging South Africans in particular. And one of these ways is through having in-contact education sessions at universities, at churches, at corporates, where people can ask. I think South Africans are very conversational people. We like to have a good chat. And this has provided us an opportunity to step out, and be where people are. We also use digital platforms quite a bit. So your Facebooks, your LinkedIns, every different platform that you can think of to engage with people. One of the biggest things I think that really sets us apart is that we really try to engage patients in everything we do. So we take them to studios so that they can tell their stories. They do interviews. We give a face to blood cancer and blood disorder. And I think this is all part of making this issue not as taboo as it's been, and to also make it relational. Because anyone, anywhere in the world can be diagnosed with a blood cancer. And it's not because they did anything wrong. It's just because they were in an unfortunate situation that their body just oversupplied cells. So we try to demystify these myths by letting people speak for themselves and to make it a lifestyle issue. It's not just a health issue, it's a lifestyle issue. So yeah, these are some of the ways that we engage the public. We've been fortunate to also partner up with sporting clubs. We had the Stormers supporting us, and the captain of Cricket South Africa, Themba Bavuma, is one of our ambassadors as well. So we're widening the network of people who speak with authority on the issue and demystify it as far as possible.
Well, I can confirm that your social media campaign worked because I am a registered donor with DKMS, and it was because of a Facebook post that I saw, and I registered, I think, at the end of 2021, and it was such a simple process. Can you take our viewers through that process, please, Palesa?
So to join the registry, all you need to do is to go on dkmsafrica.org, and we will courier a swab kit to you wherever you are at no cost. The swab kit will also be picked up by a courier company, and it will be sent back to DKMS. And then this is shipped off to our lab where the typing happens. After this, you'll receive a message and an email that says you are now on the registry. And then after that, it's a waiting game. You can get a call within a year, you can get a call within 2 years or within 5 years that tells you that you are a match for someone. And then that kickstarts another process, which is absolutely life-changing for yourself as the donor and for the patient.
Palesa, thank you so much for joining us this morning and just giving us some more information about what DKMS Africa does and all of the things that you're involved with. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That was Palesa Mokomele from DKMS Africa. Next, I'm chatting with a young man who decided to join the registry and ended up saving a life. His name is Mayuran Padayachy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you, and well done. I want to just applaud you for saving a life.
Thank you so
please
much.
tell us how you ended up registering as a stem cell donor with DKMS Africa.
So it was about 2 years ago. I actually heard an ad on the radio, and they were looking for donors to register. So what I did was I went on the website and I just read up about it first because I was a bit skeptical. Went through the website, requested the swab kit, and since then it's just been a whirlwind.
I want to chat about the process of donating. How did you find out that you were a match? How long had you been on the registry for before they found out that you could actually donate to someone?
So I was on the registry for just under 2 years before I got the call to say that I'm a potential match. Once I received the call, it was within a few days, I went for blood tests just to make sure that to confirm that I was a match. And within a month, because we had to wait for the patient's doctor to get back to us to make sure that they're ready to proceed. So that was in December last year. And in January this year, they confirmed that we can go ahead with the procedure. And to go through another set of blood tests. And thereafter, I went for a full physical exam where they made sure I was in good health, not just to donate, but as an individual as well, because that was their one thing. They wanted to make sure that I was healthy enough as well and not putting me at risk of anything. Once that was complete, it was about 2 weeks later, I went in for the actual process. But throughout the procedure, even when I did my physical exam, everything was explained in detail about what the procedure entails, how they extract the stem cells, and even while laying in the bed, any questions that I had about the machines that were around me and all of that was being answered.
I believe your family did have some concerns initially about your donation.
Yes, because there's a misconception, or at least in the past, from what I understand, the whole process was done through a lumbar puncture. So we thought it was going to be that process. But after speaking with the people from DKMS, and they explained the actual process where it's basically like being attached to 2 drips. they sort of relaxed and were more at ease with the whole process. And I think the openness from the organization as well calmed their nerves, because they had a better understanding of the process and understood that I'm being taken care of and there's no actual risk to me.
Mayuran, you don't know much about the person that you donated to. You don't know them as a person with a personal relationship, and yet you still donated. I just think that that's amazing. How did it feel afterwards, knowing that you've saved someone's life?
Honestly, it went back and forth in my mind, because it was constantly that phrase of me being a lifesaver being thrown around, and I'm a hero. But to me, it was more of, I'm just glad I was able to give somebody more time. That was my main thing. That something as, to me, might seem little, because it was just basically stem cells. So in my head, it was, I just donated blood, a part of my blood, to somebody. But I think that realization hit in about a month after the actual process, that I actually gave somebody the chance at a longer life and the chance to actually live out, because, like you said, I didn't know much information. So when I found out the little that I was allowed to know at the time, I realized it was somebody that was around my age. Yeah. So
thank you so much, Mayuran. It's been amazing having you on the show.